So in this video we're going to be taking a look at the three chords for Junior Level 2, which are an E minor chord, a G chord, and a C chord. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to take a look at the E minor chord first. Okay, and if you have to pause this video or learn one chord at a time, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so let's take a look at E minor. So we're going for this shape here. Okay, so let's see how we're going to get that to happen. We're going to take our first finger, okay, and place it on the 2nd fret, 5th string, in the middle of the fret. Okay, you can see it's right in the middle of this fret here. Okay, and then we're going to take our 2nd finger, place it underneath that finger, and we're going to try and get our 2nd finger as close to this 2nd fret wire, this wire here is going up and down, as possible. There's your E minor shape. Okay, so first thing we're going to concentrate on is learning the shape. So we're going to first of all get to there. Okay, and you can see this in your book as well. You can join along there. Then we're going to remove our fingers. Okay, and then we're going to build it up again. First finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. And then we're going to take our fingers away and then place our fingers back in the same position. So the first trick is to learn the shape of the chord. And again, as we're doing, we're thinking E minor, because we want to learn the name as well. The next stage, once we've got the shape down and we've learned the name, is to make the chord sound good. So we do that by starting to strum the chord. Okay, and we strum all 6 strings from 6 through to 1. And then we're going to pick each note individually. And we want to try and hear, or try and aim for, where every note is ringing clearly out. Maybe the first time, a couple of times you start playing this chord, that won't be the case. You'll get as far as string 5 and get something like, or some strange sounding noises like that. Okay, if we do, what we need to do then is to look at how we're pushing down with our fingers. We need to push down hard enough, okay, with our thumb at the back of the neck, okay, to get the fingers onto the strings, okay, and we need to be on the fingertips, okay. So this just takes a little work to slowly push down, okay, get on the fingertips and get those 2 notes ringing out, okay. So now let's look at the G chord. The G chord we're learning is going to look like this. Okay. So for those coming out of Junior Level 1, you'll have learnt the 1 finger G chord, which starts here with our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. Okay, so we're going to start from there. We're going to place our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. We take our 1st finger and place it here on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then we're going to place the 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the 6th string. There we go. And what you can see is that the 3rd finger and the 2nd finger are opposite each other. They're both on the 3rd fret. The 3rd finger is on the 1st string, the high E, and the 2nd finger, okay, is on the 6th string, the low E. Okay, so they're opposite each other on the 6th string and the 1 string. Okay, so as with E minor, what we're going to look at is to learn the shape. So we're then going to take our fingers away, and we're going to rebuild. Fingers come away, and we're going to rebuild. We're going to do that enough times that we can confidently put our fingers back in the right place. Then, once we've got the shape down, we're going to learn to start working through the chord a note at a time, aiming for the goal that each note rings clearly. Okay, we may get as far as maybe in this case the 5th string, where it sounds kind of strange, and what you need to check for in that case is another finger touching that string. So with the G chord, the finger that always gets in the way of playing the 5th string, this guy here, where the 1st finger is actually the 2nd finger here on the 6th string, because it's almost lying, unless we lift that 3rd finger up to take it away from the 5th string, it's really easy for that 3rd finger to touch the 5th string, and we get that sound. So check there first, okay, and then slowly work through the strings all together. So now let's look at our C chord, and our C chord we're aiming for looks like this. Okay, so let's see how we're going to build that up. Again, coming out of Junior Level 1, we had our 1 finger C chord from here, which we're going to take. So we take our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, taking our 2nd finger up to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, which is like that. Okay, so 1st finger here, 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger to the 2nd fret, 4th string, and then we take our 3rd finger over to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. That's our C chord. This one is a challenging chord, okay, so we're going to take this slowly, okay, and this takes a little time to get. So what I'd like you to start with is take your first finger here and learn to put your second finger in that position, and then we're going to strum from number 4 string down, okay, just the first 4 strings with these fingers in position here. Once you're comfortable with that, we can take our fingers away and rebuild to there, okay, finger there, and we rebuild, okay. Once you're comfortable with that, then we're going to add the third finger, which comes over here to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. And then again, we're going to take our hand away and slowly rebuild that chord. There we go. And then in a similar way with all the other chords we've learned, we're going to work through the notes one at a time, making sure we're not touching them with another finger, pushing down on the fingertip and pushing down correctly using our thumb at the back to help us push down on the string.